Hi Syafieka. Yeah,
Hello.
just introduce yourself and where are you from?
People know me as Syafieka, but my real name is Eka Sri Utami. That is the real one.
Oh,
Okay, and I'm from Solo, Central Java, Indonesia.
mm.
President Jokowi city. He is my neighbor.
So, how long have you been in Singapore?
Currently it's almost 3 years, but I've been several times came to Singapore, so it's not like just one time for long, but like first, second, and this is the third one. So the latest one currently now going to 3 years.
How was the process coming to
The
Singapore?
very first time I came to Singapore is through agency. So that is my first time. I went to the training center for 2 months. Then the training center looking for employer through agency, and I have to go to agency, sign something like that. Then from the agency, we will pass to the employer after the interview and everything. But this the current one. Me and my employer is I found my employer directly.
How do you feel when you first came to Singapore?
I went to college last time, but then because of my parents has financial issue, I dropped off from the college, and I was thinking that I want to earn more money easily because in my country it's very hard. If you don't have any graduation, I'm like don't have diploma, something like that. It's very hard. So I brave myself that I can work in Singapore because in my imagination working in Singapore is going to be easy, can get a lot of money. But when everything done, I went to training center, I got the employer, and I first step in my employer house, I like, okay, this is like not easy, but I think that I still can manage. But after 1, 2, 3 days, it's like really hard. First, it's about communication. Yes, I can speak English, but it's not so fluent that time because it's my first time in Singapore. But then everything totally different between the culture, the everything, the daily life between my country, Indonesia, and Singapore. And of course, because I'm serving a rich people and I was not rich back then in my own country, so the lifestyle is so different. And I can say that every day I almost cry. Every single day I almost cry.
It's what's your daily routine like?
This house is very simple. So early morning I wake up, I pray, and after pray I prepare breakfast for my boss and the kids. Yeah, just like that. And then the kids went to school, my boss will go to work, and then I start to cleaning the house. And because my boss never give like, okay, you must do this, you must do that, you must do that. No, they leave it everything to me. So you manage your own time, what you need to clean for today, what you need to clean for tomorrow, what you need to do. They really give me like up to me how I want to do, as long as everything's settled. When the kids or the boss want to eat, they have food on the table. I manage everything. So my current boss is very simple, and I'm really happy because some of the employer is very fussy and very difficult and very I'm sorry, but that's really happening. The reality is like that. And some employer, they will double check the floor. Oh, this floor is still have dust, you need to mow again. Oh yeah, that is really still happening right now, and many case. But thanks to God that my current employer is very easy. My job is simple. My daily routine is normal.
What are your some of your favorite part about working here?
So I have a lot of experience. I mean, last time I really don't have any happiness. I can say I don't have any happiness. But then this recently, I mean the third time I working in Singapore is really totally different now. So this my current employer is very kind, very good, and really like the opposite with my very first employer. I can say I'm very lucky now. And then they give me a freedom, and then they they always bring me out to introduce me about Singapore, bring me to those nice place. And on Sunday, I really love Sunday because I can meet my friends, hang out with them, chit chat. I can really stress, so I can work in Singapore. Like the time fly very fast because everything is nice.
Some of your hobbies and interests.
Okay, I have a hobby, is drawing. My hobby is drawing. I do some art. I do fashion design. I like to draw those dresses as well. And beside, I love to reading a poetry as well. So when I have free time, I will draw. I will do some art. And also on Sunday, I join the poetry. In Singapore, there is one is migrant writer community. So I joined that community. So sometimes we have a poetry festival, storytelling festival, and kind of those. So I really want to use my Sunday to fill with what I like. And also not just wasted like that. So do what I love and can improve myself.
What would you say is the hardest part of working here?
Working is okay, but for me the hardest part is because I have to leave my family, especially my son. So I have one son at home, right, with my parents now, and that is the hardest part for me because I leave my own son and I come to other country. I have to take care of other people's son, then every day I miss him. I want to sleep with him, hug him, but then that is, really hard for me. And that's why I use like those Facebook or any other social media to release my thinking. Because if I only focus on my son, I'm gonna sad all the time. I cannot do job. So I entertain myself with some, social media. Because I also cannot keep calling him all the time, even though nowadays have WhatsApp but I have time when I need to work and when I need to talk to my family. But as a mother, it's really, really hard. It's really difficult.
So is there like anything we like to say to the general public on like our perceptions of like migrant workers?
I think it's gonna be better if you don't see people from what their job. Doesn't matter is helper or cleaner or those who just work in a low class. We can't say you just work like that and I higher than you. That is not good, and nobody want to treat like that. Everyone don't like to get treated like that, right? When some people look down at you and say that your job is like this. Because to be honest, not all the helper in Singapore is no education. Some of us is even we went to college and have a graduation, a good mark and very smart. But the problem is our country is really, very low salary. My sister has a degree and work in hospital. The salary every month she got is only $350 Sing dollar, and me working in Singapore as a helper can get like maybe 700. So some people, it's not because they stupid, they don't have education and they come to Singapore for work, but they just want to get a better salary and better living. So when I heard people, especially in Singapore, say, "Oh, you come here because you're stupid. You come here because you don't have education." It's really hurting. It's really hurting. Yes, maybe some of us is come from the village, but you can't say that to people. You can't say that.